I'm live. I wonder, you guys, is there anyone that can confirm for the sound? I just want to make sure the sound is good. Do you hear me, you guys? Yay! Perfect. Okay. Is there a lag, you guys? Okay, thank you, Piyush. Is it lagging? Slightly, a little? It's okay. You guys, I'm having trouble with my cell phone. So this is the reason why I'm doing the live on the laptop. My cell phone is right here. I'm having big no lagging. No lagging now. Perfect. So yeah, I'm having a lot of difficulties with my cell phone. So I'm changing my cell phone. But I had to do this video for today. So I want to talk to you. No lagging. No lagging. Yay, no lagging. Perfect. Okay. So I would like to talk to you guys about Easter. I did not make a video about Easter because I don't believe in the resurrection of Jesus, the Christ personality, is simply because he was no exception to the rules. He was just like anyone else that came forth in this 3D, did his expansion and learning, and no one knows from age, let's say, I want to say 12, 13, all the way right before 33. No one knows where he was or what he was doing. So there's a lot of gap in this book that we're talking and we're referencing ourselves to Bible. So there's a lot of gap, and there's nothing that you could cross-reference it with some other books or any other religion or someone else that said the same thing. So I'll go with my feeling. um I'm going with my feeling, how I feel about Christ's personality. He was just an ordinary man that came forth in this 3D. He came and learned he learned his psychic ability. He learned them through his expansion and learned it through just like like Prophet Muhammad, just like Moses alone in the mountain. Moses was gone, and then burning bush started talking to him. There's always a period in which there's no record of what these people were doing. I'm talking to like Moses, Jesus, or Muhammad, and part that was there was a part about their lives that isn't clear. There's no reference to it. So I go with my feeling. So what I want to say today is that Christianity, the church, took Easter, commercialized it again to from the pagans. But by the way, this came from paganism. So the word Easter it represents the coming of the spring, Estra, if I'm not mistaken. Estra stands for spring. That meaning, that being said, it completely adopted its originalities from paganism, and church, as always, took this advantage, that took this opportunity take take this time and say Jesus resurrected. Jesus said he was coming back. He never, it was not, he was coming back, meaning in soul aspect, his teachings are coming back. So, my personal, and you know what, I wasn't even going to do a video because on my channel I want to just look at everything and all the picture. People wrote me, are you going to make a video in regards to um Easter? So I was like, okay, sure, I'll do it. So you're a pastor, you're a minister, it's amazing to me how many of us were just following one thing led to another. We're just following this programmation of thinking we know it all. So it's Easter, let's go, we're gonna go to church, let's do this. There's like not one person takes a pause. Let me look it up. If you guys promise me right after, if my live is gonna do this for you, and then I'm very happy that just makes you want to ask the question. Just that, the self monologue of yours, just ask the question. Turn inward and say, you know what? Let me see what's all this Easter about. Let me look it up and see where the originality of Easter comes from. The Easter originality is from paganism. Pagans, again, the pagan, and it's in basically direct link to the coming of spring. So, I mean, this is it. I mean, if we look a little bit further away from what we see our nose, like, take away the blinds and just look right and left and actually turn our head, question things, want to know more, cross reference. Want you go to the library of your city, wherever you are. I'm sure you have a library that's giving you all sorts of access, internet, and even books. It's for free. So, I mean, do it. So yeah, so again, this is the church that took this celebration of paganism, turned it into, again, commercialize it, and also to control the masses. You need to be controlled. If you are all deliberate creators and co-creators, the creating your reality, what good are you? You're gonna tell the priest, hell no, listen to me, no. Like, they don't want that. They want followers. They don't want leaders. They don't want somebody to go back at them and say, okay, reference it to the Bible. Not one of you will find a reference to Bible that talks about Easter. There's nothing about Easter. So anyways, so this is what I want to say, is that the whole purpose, again, we've taken a small part of the Christ and his life, and we've broadcasted and made everything commercialized. First of all, for is a money-making business. Second, we've forgotten the message. The message is the kingdom of heaven is in your heart. Simple as that. Every time you turn inward, become self-aware of your thoughts, your actions, your intentions. That's it. You did it. That was the message of Christ. That's all he wanted to say. And his life is an example of the clarity that one can speak through that experience. So Easter celebration, you guys, is completely commercialized, and the originality of it comes from paganism. So I wanted to make this video. And I really want to reference something here to the work of Jane Roberts. Like, you guys know Jane Roberts channeled Seth, an entity called Seth. And Seth came forth exactly Joshua, James, or Christ within. That's it. This is it. Thank you. So this Seth material, if you guys listen to it, it brings such an awakening, and like shed lights over everything you've been conditioned all your life. So basically, everything Christ said, and every single time he talked about his return, It's metaphorically speaking. It doesn't mean an actual body coming back to life. And the body was stolen from the cave. Like, it's like, I mean, everything had to suit. You know, they had to suit the whole purpose. They had to suit it up in a way to, you know, depict the picture as if, you know, he really resurrected. He was an ordinary man, just like you and I. The Father, it's the God source collective consciousness that he was referring to. Not one time he said he will do something that you cannot do. Not one time he referenced himself as the only one capable of doing all. He always said, even when they were about to stone him, he said, aren't those the words that are is written in your books? Like Moses said, I am that I am. So, you know, I didn't do a video about that. I did not want to do a video because Seth books shed beautiful lights over this topic, and I encourage you all to listen to it because we are so programmed from the moment we're in here in this 3D. We're so conditioned to think a certain way and follow the steps without even asking a question. And that's what it's amazing to me. So many of us just do it. We just do it because we have to do it. We have to do it because grandpa, grandma, your neighbor does it, because the radio says it, because the TV says it, because your friend do it. Just ask the question. Do that. Thank you. I'm glad that you guys really look up, please. Seth Speaks, and if there are a lot of different chapters in regards to the work of Jane Roberts, so you can just fast forward it to the part he's talking about Jesus and his resurrection. And yeah, that's the message today. So no coming back to life. He did not come back to life. I'm sorry to break it to you. And I don't like you want to hate me, hate me. You want to click out, don't watch my video. Watch something else that says he did resurrect. That's my personal opinion, and I stand by my word. And I know what I know because I know it's this. There are no exceptions to the rules. We're all one. We are co-creators. We are here expanding and learning, and we're source experiencing itself just like Christ did. But for a man, for those day and age, people were fishing. People are collecting wood and selling it. People are, you know, making shoe and stuff. For a man from that time space to come and say, I am the Son of God, and so are you. The kingdom of heaven is in your heart. That was like for people for that time space reality. Were like, whoa, who is this guy? That's why it was like every time he walked through the city, like a mass people were always following him. Half the people wanted to know who is this guy. He's claiming to be the Son of God. It was such a it was such an outrageous thing for people for that time space reality to say the kingdom of heaven is in your heart, and like relating and cross-referencing what he was saying to the book of Moses, to to many others that came before him, and like even referenced a lot of events that happened in the past, and he was speaking through that example. And that's where people were like, who is this young man claiming to be? Red star 7311. I'm really sorry for you that you have to seek attention the way you do. It's okay. I mean, we all see it. I don't care. Um, yeah, you guys, please go ahead and flag his account. That's what I'll be doing shortly after. All right. So, this is the purpose of my video. I really want to recommend the books of Jane Roberts. It's like the best thing that happened to me in my life was listening to her, because it's a him personality and everything that he said. So thank you. You know who you are. Those of you that wrote me and asked me to make video, thank you. It was not my plan. I have respect for Christ. I have respect for Jesus, and as a teacher, a fantastic healer. He was a great psychic. Like, I have utmost respect for him. but I don't look at him like the way many other, religious people do. So that's why I wanted to stay out of it, but it didn't work. You guys wrote me on my personal social media and asked me to make a video. So yes, please look it up. Pagan. This is one of the oldest religion group of people that were you. I'm just reading the comments. These are the very old group of people that lived, and they were very close, and they had their own ways of living, and then they migrated to North America, and then they brought this all of this aspect of the religion, and everything was modified and commercialized, and then again. So that's where we are today. We are here to learn, and this is your job. And I hope the only thing I want from my video is for you to ask the question. I don't even want you to listen to me and follow what I'm saying. Say she said whatever she said. I'm going to do my own research, and that's what I want you to do. I want you to, after finishing this video, go look it up and try to cross-reference what you've heard before and this whole topic about Easter, and see where you come with that conclusion. This is it. The purpose of my videos are not to tell you, it's just mostly my experience, and I want you to do your own, take your own steps, take your measures, do them yourself, and see where you get. The only thing that really helped me big time, it was the books of Jane Roberts. Guys, I tell you this, within 2 months of my awakening, like literally 2 months, my understanding of this whole spirituality hit the roof. Like I went through the roof. I literally hit my cap, my max at the point of I woke up and I started reading books that shook me to my core, and I started building my own foundation brick by brick, and I want you to do that. So if you think you're awakened enough and that you are ready to hear really some challenging things, I recommend you big time to listen to Jane Roberts. And that, I mean, her work is phenomenal. Like something that has never been copied, something that's never been done except her. And yeah, so that's it. You know what, today I want to tell you guys, my next video I want to talk about my experience with out of body. I don't know exactly what it was. I was out of body or not, but experiencing in my contact with a group of beings who appear to be intimidating others. Like if you're tapping into spirituality, they'll come in to scare you. And that's what I want to focus on that. I really do want to focus on that. And I think there's a lot of room to work on it, because I want you to know, as soon as you're starting to become an awakened person, you're going to have fear that starts planting itself in your mind, and fear of what am I going to see, or who am I going to see, or maybe I'll go out of body and I'll have experience of these dark entities. So I'll talk to you from my own personal experience and what I saw at the very beginning, and I want to bring that awareness to you guys too. So, hi David. I love you, Sam. Have you ever went to the black hole in your? No, I didn't go to the black hole, David. I'm just gonna read a couple of your comments that are related to the topic we're talking about, not that aren't. Danny wrote hello. Jacqueline wrote hi. Danny wrote, I can hear you. Okay, I'm gonna pass the part where I was having problem with the microphone. After Pew showed, hey Sam, sound was good. The video is a little lagging, but now no sound. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna pass that. Infamous writer wrote no sound. Still talking about the sound. Joshua said the lady of the lake is back. Yay. Piyush, Free Press 66 wrote hearing good. Danny wrote slightly lagging. Okay, we're all still talking about the lagging. Thank you. Thank you for your feedback, letting me know. Can you make a video about people who sell their souls? And yeah, What does it mean? Thank you. Love your work. You inspire me. This is a very good question. Gisela Marc. Is it a French name? Est-ce que c'est un nom français? Alors, it's a very good question. I would like to really talk about it because there's a lot of people that cross over because they're lost and they're stuck in a time frame. They become like a worker for other powerful but darker forces, or lost, let's say, called lost souls. So they do things without like they would guard a house. They were told to watch out for that person and like tell us when to leave or whatever. Like they do that. They don't know what else to do. Time doesn't exist. So they could be standing there for years. They don't even know time doesn't exist in the out of 3D. So yeah, that's something I could talk about. Easter has nothing to do with any Christ is pagan holiday. Thank you. Free Press 666. Exactly. Resurrection Sunday has everything to do with anointing. Well, Joshua, I don't know about that. Howdy, Jordan, Colombia, Joshua. Just because the church opposes it, it doesn't mean it is true. Yeah, Joshua wrote that's a big secret. Yeah. Resurrection of the God and the back of the dollar. That's very true. Matthew, happy Easter. Religion was invented to control the masses. Exactly. These comments went by so quickly I couldn't even read them earlier. Zodiac stars and this month Christians are sun worshippers. But there are also actual sun worshippers as well. Thank you for this. Dan Peller wrote, Pierce wrote, generally people are afraid to ask questions. Yep. Only love. Yeah. Thank you, Piyush. I'm spiritual, not religious. Beautiful. Matt Yedigs. Some of the last names or usernames are not really appropriate. I don't always read them. I read them real quick. I don't want to, one was, I'm not going to get into it, but it's funny. Mr. Ghost wrote, love your videos. Thank you. I'm allowed, at a loud Easter party. I hope to hear this. That would be an observation of yourself. Thank you, you guys. It was a compliment. You make good videos. They're beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. I'm just trying to find questions in regards to the video. I'm making my grandmother's lasagna recipe. Is this true? Somebody's name is Google. And anyways, this comment had nothing to do with my video, so I'm going to skip. Well, thanks for coming in, you guys. Through meditation, also as scary it can be in front of me. And I stop meditating every night after that. You see, Chloe Alexander, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Because there's certain beings, like I said, they don't even know what they're doing. They're told to do something. I want to talk about it because everybody else is making video. They're just talking about a very positive perspective, which is okay. But opening your third eye, opening your intuition is accessing this dimension in which you are not exactly a part of. You're here in this, your main focus is here in this 3D. Our 3D has given access to beings, entities, spirits, name it. For that very reason, when you open this door, it's like a door that you open and there's like a whole different dimension. You walk through it, so you come in contact. When you walk in the street, you see different people, different races, different whatever languages, different. So this is it. This is that dimension that you're accessing. So it's a very good. It's a very good question, Chloe Alexander. So going on a hike, ate too much. May force be with you. Thank you, guys. The meaning of Easter is basically Estra in pagan, which means directly links to spring. Spring, Estra. So that's it. I was meditating with my Moldavit. Okay. Ahiza, listen. Moldavit is I tell you this, guys. I don't know if my friend is hearing me, Dean Edward from New Zealand, if I'm not mistaken. He sent me twice Moldavit. I was given on the way to Sedona at a trade show. Everybody's got, a whole bunch of different crystals. A guy from a trade show actually handed me a mold of it. Every single time I had this rock crystal, just it doesn't go with my energy. I don't understand why. We're almost too strong. We defeat each other. We're fighting at war all the time, or I don't know. So, Ahiza, if you are meditating with Moldavit and I felt this intense energy that I couldn't handle, I look at myself out of meditation. I've not felt that again. Okay. Um, I would say a transition is happening to you, but Moldavit is such a powerful crystal. Like, whoa, be very careful with Moldavit. Like, cleanse it, and look it up. Uh, if you felt intense energy and it went away, in my opinion, it's almost like a maybe a healing took place. Something was happening internally. Whether you were scared at one point, were you scared what was going to happen because the energy was intense? Because a lot of us we put blockage with our fears. So if you're fearing that what could happen, that could be a reason that the intense energy stopped, and then bingo, next thing you know, it just didn't you didn't feel it. A lot of times you have to ask again for it to happen. I know I need to do guided meditation, you guys. I have a studio upstairs, microphone, the whole shebang. Because I have actual job too, so this is a great job. But I'd like to do that, but we all have mortgage to pay. My cards are paid. I don't have a card loan, but mortgage to pay, and for your life and everything. So you have to work. Unfortunately, we have to work. So that being said, I will. This is I have this affirmation video that I want to do, and also guided meditation. So if you're toxic, no. But okay, free press 666. I don't exactly agree with you because through meditation you get clear guidance. What are those toxics that you need to get rid of? I'll tell you this from experience. I once saw in my meditation something I had in my fridge wasn't good. I actually saw myself getting out of the bed, walk over to the kitchen, open the door. It was in my freezer and it was frozen. I saw it, taking it and put it in the garbage. Like a lot of times I saw my home wasn't needed cleansing. They showed me where to put vinegar, what to do with the lime. So I don't exactly agree, because if you do feel you're toxic, somehow your body has toxic, there's a way through meditation to come to that alignment, because you're connected to source. You're pure positive energy. You have your own guidance. So that's what I would recommend for you. Through meditation, there's a part that you will be getting guidance through that meditation. Listen clearly. The messages come very crystal clear. You see yourself, follow it, and that's I would recommend. Yes, meditation could help big time to get rid of whatever it is that isn't suiting you for your highest and greatest good. So thank you, you guys. Chemicals in your body, anger, fear, diseases, stuff. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, you guys. Have a great day. I answered. There's no more questions. So, all right. So I answered most of the questions that had linked to do with what's happening right now. So thank you guys for tuning in. Happy spring celebration, you guys, and take care. Thanks for coming in. I always try to go live and answer your questions because I want to help everybody, and it's not just giving you my message. I also want to give and guide you and help you, and so that's the reason I spend a chunk of my time reading your questions and hopefully get to them. Thank you, guys. Have a great spring celebration. Bye.